is Jessy here, and welcome today to a new pick a card reading. Now guys, I'm super excited about this reading. I hope that you guys are doing well. So guys, in this pick a card reading, we're going to be focusing upon who is constantly thinking about you. Okay guys, so I'm super excited as I said about this reading because it's right before Valentine's Day, so maybe you guys can get like a hint to whom might be coming towards you during Valentine's Day. Okay, so guys, let's focus upon the groups. I have prepared for group number 1, the Tiger Eye group. Representing group number 2 is going to be this beautiful agate. For group number 3, I have this beautiful jaspis. And then for group number 4, I have another agate. So guys, I would like you to just take a moment to meditate upon this question. Take as much time as you need to. And then when you've done that, pick one or more pile that resonates with you the most. And then go down below in the comment box or in the description box. I'll leave the timestamp that will bring you directly to your reading. Now guys, keep in mind that all the readings that I do on this channel are general readings, so only take what resonates with you, and to always keep following your heart, your intuition. So guys, I'm going to start now with this group, which is the Tiger Eye group, and all the other piles I'll see at a click of your timestamp. Hi guys, so you're drawn to pile number 1 with this beautiful tiger eye upon it. So let's hop into your reading to see who is constantly thinking about you. So I'm going to start off with these tarot cards, and then we're going to kind of like look further to what we have going on. So first up, we have here the Queen of Wands, followed by the Fool. We have the Star. We have the Eight of Pentacles, and then we have the Page of Wands. Okay, it's gonna like going to move them a little bit. Let's see, am I having like everything inside? Ooh, these cards are very wobbly, but okay. Now guys, the first thing that catches my eyes when I'm looking at the cards like this, I'm seeing here the Queen of Wands and I'm seeing here the Page of Wands, and they're kind of like almost looking at each other, but then the Page of Wands kind of like looking away. So the first feeling that I'm getting from this pile is that maybe this Queen of Wands is working their way up towards a person, and that person might be more of a male. So I'm getting here a more masculine energy, and I'm getting more of a feminine energy from this Queen of Wands. So I'm definitely feeling that the person that we're talking about might have like more of a feminine energy. But it could also be like this person is definitely working their way up towards someone who is a little bit more less matured, you might say, and this Queen of Wands is definitely more matured in their way. Okay, so you can also interpret it like that as well, but I'm definitely seeing with this Queen of Wands that they really want to move towards this person which is represented by the Page of Wands. Also guys, this Page of Wands represents a new beginning, so however you interpret it, this person really wants to start fresh with you. Okay, so they really want a new beginning with you, and the energy that I'm getting from this Queen of Wands is someone who is very successful in the things that they do. I feel like they're very passionate, they're also very nurturing, but they also have like a very fiery maybe energy towards them that might be a little bit intimidated or might scare people off at sometimes, but it's just like how fiery and passionate they are in their things in life, and they just know what they want. So that's the very maybe fiery energy or feminine energy that I'm getting from this person. It could also be that it's a masculine energy, guys, but I'm definitely feeling a more feminine energy in this reading. Okay, now then moving towards the Fool card and the Star cards, which I don't know guys, when I'm seeing this Fool card and seeing this stuff here, I'm also feeling a type of energy that this person might be wanting some type of peace offering towards this Page of Wands or towards you. I feel like maybe they've done something, or maybe they talked their way towards you or acted in a way that they feel like they need to kind of like wave the peace flag for some reason. I feel like they very much want a new beginning with you, especially seeing the fool next to the star. The star oftentimes also represents kind of like a new beginning, or sometimes even a wish coming true. So seeing these two cards right in next to each other, which almost are kind of like both new beginnings here, it shows for me that this person really wants to take a leap of faith, or maybe is hoping for a new peace offering, or hoping for a new beginning, for a fresh start with you, maybe after some troubles, or maybe after hardship, or maybe you guys went through a time that it wasn't going like all too well between you guys, and then you guys took a break, or maybe you guys grew apart, and this person really is fantasizing on how you guys can get together, or how this new beginning can take form. And I feel like this person is really thinking about how much, how great you guys can be together again. They're really wishing for you guys to start over and just, you know, um, let the past be like the past and just really start fresh. Um, so that's like what I'm getting with this stuff. I feel like they're almost kind of like praying for a fresh start. They're praying for a new beginning. They're praying maybe for an opportunity to open up, to bring this new fresh start where they kind of like can start fresh. And so they're really trying to work hard to get there. Um, this person might be even a person who's already letting you know that they want a fresh start, and they are working towards that. So if something happened with you guys in the past, they may try to rebuild that confidence. They might rebuild that foundation within you guys, your relationship. But this is a person who's really working hard to work their way back into your life. And they're trying to do that by just, being really cautious about which step they make, and being strategic, but in a good way. They really want to make things work this time. And if you guys don't know someone, I feel like this person, I'm also kind of like feeling like a friend type of person. Maybe this person hurt you in the past, or seen something that was like really stupid. And then they're like, oh my God, I really acted like a fool. And now I'm just hoping and wishing for this person to give me another chance, because I really believe that we have like this great thing going on. I really believe that we are kind of like really good together. And I feel like this person is really trying to show you how much effort they're willing to put into this relationship. That's like what I'm getting. So this could either be a relationship that has a romantic touch to them, but this could also be a friendship that kind of like had been hurt by some person, or them acting in a way, or feeling stupid about it, or them being kind of like a little bit arrogant, or a little bit dominant, or just being very, very fierce or feisty or something, or really believing that they were right and acting upon that. And later on, they figured, I was kind of like a fool. I acted like a fool, and I wish I didn't did that. And now this person really is trying to offer their peace, and just like show you that they didn't mean it like that. And they're really, I feel like they're really thinking about the future, really thinking about a new possibility, a new way that they can start fresh with you guys, and just towards this new beginning. They're really hoping that you guys will find a way to just move past this foolishness of them. And yeah, so I'm definitely feeling like they did something that they really feel stupid about. They really feel like a fool. Like, and they really just want to give you like this. I almost feel like this flower, this white flower that's I just keeps popping into my head. Like, they really want to show you, let's just be friends again, or just let's connect again. I'm sorry that I acted like that. Um, and as I said, it might be that they're already with the Eight of Pentacles right here, then they might already be working towards that, or that they might already showing you, like, look at this lady holding the flowers, that they might actually be showing you that they regret how they acted, and that they're willing to put in all the efforts to make it right again, to start fresh. And I feel like in a way they're feeling like you might not be taking them serious, or you might be ignoring them. So that's just like the way that this Page of Wands is looking. I feel like they feel like you don't trust them yet, or you don't know what to expect from them yet, or maybe they feel like you're a little bit skeptical, but they're so much willing to show you that they've changed, or that they regret the situation, or that they truly sorry for what happened. So I feel here that it's almost kind of like they're taking a leap of faith into the situation. I feel like they have this feeling that, I don't have anything to lose, so I might as well put everything into this relationship, because I really want it to work out. I really want to put like all my effort into this to make it work. So they're really thinking and fantasizing about how they're going to do that, but also how it might work out, because they really want to get back together. So whether this is a romantic relationship or a friendship, as I said, I definitely feel that you guys already have a past with each other, more than this is like something new. So definitely feeling that you guys have a past, and that this person is trying to like make something right, making a peace offer here. Okay, so let's hop into the tarot cards to see what we have here. Wow, so first up we have the Golden Palace. And with this Golden Palace, guys, I'm definitely getting that this person, they really think a lot of the relationship that you guys had, because seeing this palace, I'm seeing it as the foundation that you guys had. So I feel like this relationship means a lot to this person. They think of it as like gold, as like, like they won the lottery with you, or it's like the greatest thing that happened to them. So they really want to make it right. They really I feel like they value your relationship a lot. It's like the core, it's like the Golden Palace to them. And a Golden Palace, like, you know it has so much meaning for this person. So I feel like they think a lot of you. They value you a lot, but they really appreciate the relationship that you guys had. And seeing this as a palace is also for me a foundation, like a home, somewhere that they feel safe. And that place meant everything to them. Okay, so this is really, really beautiful to have it like come up like this. And look at this, like the plants are so green. So I do see like the relationship that you guys had brought them a lot of happiness, but a lot of stability, a lot of joy, and they really miss that. So I really believe that they are going to do like their stinking best to make it work, to make it happen, to grow back together, if that's like even possible. So they're really trying to show you that, you know, they want to make it work. So you're constantly on their mind, like they're constantly thinking like, how can I make this work? How can I make this person maybe trust me again? Or, how can we rebuild this relationship? But most of all, like how can we start fresh? How can we leave like everything like in the past? So next up, we have the card of home as well. So guys, look at this. So definitely I'm feeling that with you, they feel like you're their home. Like their heart is with you. Look at this. It says like a welcome life. You're their home. You're like their safety. You're like where they go, where they need where the need, how do you say it, when their need of validation, with the need to brainstorm, or with the need advice, or you're just kind of like their place, and they feel like so secured with you. So I feel like right now they're just missing their person so much. It's almost like they're missing a leg or an arm or something. They're really missing a piece of them. So they're missing their place where they're feeling home and they're feeling comfortable, okay? And they really want that back. They really want that home feeling. They really want to connect back and, be comfortable with you again. Then we have here the Wizard of Awareness. And with this, guys, I definitely feel that they realize that, they did something that was foolish or that wasn't right by you. And they realize that, and now they're trying super hard to make it right again, or to do something that, or to prove to you that, they are honest and they really want to make this work. So I feel like they're really trying their best to show you how much they care and how they feel. So let's hop into some oracle cards to maybe get a little bit more about their emotions and feelings towards you. So let's see what we're getting for this person. Wow, communication. This is really beautiful to have this come up. So I definitely feel that in a way that they want to reestablish communication with you guys. If they don't communicate with you guys, they're trying to figure out a way on how to communicate with you, or even to let you know how they feel. And it might even be that they will write you, that they will text you, or that they will try to contact you in a way. But they're also dreaming about the communication between you guys. So if you guys are not talking to each other, they're definitely thinking about ways on how to communicate with you guys. So maybe if they should text you, or if they should give you a call, or if they just should, let you know in a way how they're feeling, whether it is by writing letters or something. But they really want to establish that communication with you guys. So they're very much thinking about maybe connecting with you, contacting you through a message or through a phone call, or even, as I'm seeing, like flowers. They might even have like flowers delivered to you. As you have like Valentine's coming up, it might be that this person will let you know by doing like some type of offering, some type of peace offering here with the Eight of Pentacles, to just show you, like, who, like, at this, how much they are missing your support within their life. So definitely that friendship vibes comes along, because when we are like in that friendship, we have like that support, that solid foundation, that person that we can absolutely feel like at home with. And this could also, of course, apply with a romance, but they definitely are missing your support, and they definitely are thinking like how many times you were there for them, and that you supported them, and that you've been like through so much together, and that they definitely are missing that. So they're definitely missing just your energy around them, your laugh, your smile, the things that you guys did together, and that feeling of just being at home with you, and just feeling relaxed and just like comfortable, and being able to talk about the things that occupy them and are just like on their mind. They're missing your support like greatly, and they're really thinking about how to get that communication going again. So then I have here the card of of passion. So of course, okay, so this might bring that a more romantic side of that, of this reading. So definitely getting that this person is also missing the passion. So definitely, guys, if we're talking about someone who you were romantically involved in, they miss the passion that you guys had with each other, missing the snuggles, the kisses, and stuff like that. And guys, they're also missing the protection, the feeling of just completely feeling safe and being protected and just feeling like you guys are a solid rock together. So they're missing you an awful lot and are definitely thinking about you and thinking about contacting you, maybe even within Valentine's Day, showing you maybe with flowers or cards, or they might just even call you or something like that because they value what you guys had a lot and they really want it back. So let's roll the dice to see who we could be talking about. So I'm seeing here the Cancer and the Virgo sign. We could be talking about an Aquarius or a Sag. And lastly, we could also be talking about a Scorpio, and Cancer came up again. Okay, beautiful. Group number one, I hope that this reading resonated with you. If it did, be sure to give this video a big thumbs up. And if you're new here and you like what you see, consider subscribing to my channel. I would love to have you around. For now, guys, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next one. Hi there, group number two. So you're here because you're drawn to this agate gemstone. So let's see who is constantly thinking about you. So guys, I have drawn some tarot cards but also some oracle cards, but we're going to start with the tarot cards first. So let's see who is thinking about you. So we have here the Knight of Wands. We have here the Three of Pentacles. We have the Seven of Cups. We have the Ace of Cups. And we have here the Three of Wands. Wow, guys. Okay, so I'm definitely getting a very heavy energy here. I'm seeing like a lot of things. But first up, we have like this person who's thinking about you is definitely carrying the energy of the Knight of Wands. So I definitely believe this is someone who's very fiery, who's very passionate. I feel like this person might have like fire sign within their charts, but definitely someone who's very ongoing, motivated. I feel like they have you in their eyesight. I feel like they are very much focusing upon you, as we're seeing like this crossbow as well. But I feel like they were just kind of like struck by you. I feel like they have like a lot of passion and emotion about you. I feel it's gonna like almost like you're just like on top of their mind with this Knight of Wands. It's like you're like the first thing that they wake up to and the last thing that they have like on their mind before they go like to sleep. They are so much like entranced with you, like almost it's like their emotions are very high and they're really constantly thinking about you. So that's something that really strikes me when I'm seeing this. Now, having the Three of Pentacles right here, I'm getting that maybe this person met you through your work or maybe through mutual work or co-workers, or maybe that you guys might be working together. Maybe you guys are co-workers from some type of, maybe you guys met during work or something. And with the Ace of Cups right here, as I said, like it's like their emotions are literally overflowing with just emotions about you. They have so much feelings for you. As I said, like it's like they're so infatuated with you. It's like they saw you and they are like unable to get you like out of their mind. It's like, I'm so kind of like in love maybe almost with this person, or so infatuated with this person. Their emotions are literally overflowing. And seeing the Seven of Cups right here, it definitely also represents new love and new opportunities. That this person, maybe this person didn't expect this to happen. Because I'm also seeing like here with the Three of Wands, sometimes this might represent that, because we also wait up. We're going to back up because we have like the Three of Pentacles here. We also have like the Three of Wands here. So it could definitely be like that there is like a triangle here, as the Three of Wands sometimes also present like a love triangle. And we also have like the Seven of Cups, which could also represent a new beginning, or sorry, not a new beginning, but like new love, a new opportunity coming towards this person. So I feel like this person might a little bit be confused about this option or having you entering their life. It almost feel like, wow, I didn't expect this to happen. And maybe because they're already attached within a relationship, having here the Three of Wands, it 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 just feels like it's like so a little bit complicated for them to truly give in to these emotions. But these emotions are really, really strong and powerful for this person. So I feel like it might be that this person might be attached, or that there's some kind of like attachment towards you that might make this relationship a little bit um difficult to pursue for some reason. Okay, it might be like this person met you to through work, or maybe you guys work together or something like that, but maybe you figured out like, this is someone that um that has a relationship as well, or that is connected to someone within your family or within your friends or something like that, which makes this relationship a little bit difficult to pursue. Some type of feeling like I'm getting that it's kind of like they didn't expect this new love or you coming as this new opportunity to them. And it feels like, they're like, it's like so difficult for them to sort their emotions out, because sometimes we can just like be caught off guard when love catches us. We can be like in a super steady and solid relationship and thinking like everything is just like a-okay, and then we meet this kind of like new person and it's like, wow, dang, I didn't know that I could feel like this as well. So I feel like this person is overflowing with emotions for you. They feel so so much for you, and their emotions go really really deep. But they really don't know how to handle maybe the situation, because there is something within this relationship or the environment or people maybe that you guys know or related to, that is making this relationship maybe difficult to pursue. But they definitely have you like within their eyesight. So even though I feel like they might not be, showing their interest or actually taking action towards that, they're definitely thinking about, how could I make this work? What type of maybe options do I have to make it work? How can I bend things or switch things or move things around to make this relationship work? So I definitely feeling that when they're thinking about you, they're thinking about the different options on how they can make it work, or how they can work towards you, or how you guys can start something, because it's definitely something that's making it hard within this environment. It could also be like, guys, you guys work together, and at the same time you guys have like some strange kind of like relationship. It could be that you guys work together but you guys are both tied up, or this person is tied up, and this person is really thinking about ways, opportunities for you, this new love to come in, or to work their way out of like a certain situation, um to have like this new chance, this new opportunity coming in. So this person, what they're thinking of you, they're definitely thinking on ways on how they can make it work, options on how they can, how they can switch things, or how it might work out between you guys. They're definitely thinking about the future, because they definitely want to go for you. But I feel like there is like this situations that are making it really difficult. So definitely it might be, guys, that you have like both of these things going on. Like you guys work together and you guys are both tied up, or one of you guys are tied up or something like that. But it shows that there is like some difficulty in the surrounding that is making this relationship really difficult, and this person is really thinking about all the options that this could, make it work with all of these things that are going on, because their emotions they're feeling are very, very high for you. So they're definitely thinking about you a lot, fantasizing about you a lot, just like you in person, but even maybe kissing you at first or touching you at first, just being with you. I feel like there's like a lot that are fantasizing about your future together, and so forth. So you're definitely high up on their mind. It's like something that they really want, to accomplish. Okay. Oh my god, guys. What do we have here with the Oracle cards? Wow. So, wow. What did I tell you guys? They definitely are thinking on the ways, on the options that you guys can come together. They're like, how in God's name can we make this work? Because there are maybe certain complications, or it might be hard for you guys to come together. So their thoughts about you are definitely like, how can we make it work? How can we move towards each other? Wow, guys. And we have this magic prayer. And with this, I'm definitely getting, there might be actually praying, or they might be actually doing some manifestation work, or just working on ways on how you guys can be together. And praying also relates for me with just having like the hope or the faith that something will happen that will make this relationship possible, or that will make it kind of like work for you guys. So I feel like they're definitely hoping for a solution to come to them, or some type of like epiphany that they can realize like how they can make like this work. And also seeing this spark, definitely might be getting the feeling that you guys are ready. Oh my god, look at this. We have like a heart here and a heart there. So you'll literally make their heart spark. You literally make so much happen within them. But seeing this also tells me that there might already be a chemistry between you guys, and that you might already felt this chemistry. But because of maybe the situation that you guys are in, it's so difficult to actually act upon this chemistry. But there is a lot of spark going, a lot of I don't know, like energy going on within this group. So a lot of things going on, but this person is so much thinking about you. Okay, so what do we have? We have influence. Okay, so seeing this influence, guys, actually tells me that we might be having like people talking about this, or that you guys being together might stir up some gossip, or might stir up some frustration or conflicts. And that's why this person might be holding their forces, might not like be acting upon it right or right at this moment, because they might be afraid of what might happen when you guys come together. So they're not only thinking about the possibilities that you guys that might open up for you guys to be together, but they're also thinking about maybe the negative influence that it will have when you guys will be together, and how much effect it will have on you guys. So they're really thinking things through, because they don't want to be like foolish upon this. They don't want to go like the bad way upon this. They want you guys to come together, but they want you guys to come together like in the right way, because they don't want to they don't want things to fall apart. They want to go it right. They want to, yeah, they definitely feel like they want you guys to be together. They want you guys to have like that connection, that strong connection, and they feel like it's not the right time yet, and that's why they're not acting upon it. Seeing like that support here, they want like a solid foundation. They want a solid relationship, And I feel like they're very much thinking on how they can accomplish that with all of these complications going on, especially on how people might think about you guys being together, or, maybe upon this relationship or triangle that, might happen for some of you guys. So they're definitely thinking, like, how can I make this work without people talking negative about this situation, or just for this situation to have like a negative start. They really want things to start off good and fresh and with positive energy. So I feel like they might be waiting upon the right time to act upon it. So yeah, they definitely are thinking on how you guys might come together, but they don't want people to talk bad about it. So that might be the reason that they're waiting, and they're just like thinking and contemplating on how they're going to make it work. Beautiful. What did I tell you guys? Like, magic prayer here. We have your faith. I feel like they're trusting upon like a divine timing, or like a prayer, like, some magical solution to come and be like an opening for you guys to be together. Like, they're hoping for something to happen that it will make it easier for you guys to come together, because they find this situation to be very, very complicated. That's like what I feel. Like, ooh. And then I also feel like you guys might reject them for some reason. Like, it might be that they're so afraid that they might like take a step towards you, or maybe, okay, for example, if they are in a relationship and you guys work together and they don't know like how you're going to react, and then in the end, when they end up like breaking their relationship for you guys to be together, that you might end up rejecting them. So they're very, very much afraid of how things will work out. So even if they kind of like have like that faith and that trust to leave a certain situation behind, or to overcome all of those obstacles that you have might going on here, they're very, very afraid that you will end up rejecting them. So that's like a reason as well why they might not be acting at this moment, that are kind of like waiting for some kind of like sign to push them in the right direction. So that's like what I'm getting for you guys for group number 2. So I'm going to roll the dice just to get like a little bit more information about this person. So yeah, we have here the Pisces, and we're having Virgo. We're having Virgo again, and also Taurus. And who we have here? Scorpio, and we have Capricorn. So keep those signs in mind, group number 2. So group number 2, this was your reading. I hope that this reading resonated with you. If it did, be sure to give this video a big thumbs up. And if you're new here and you like what you see, consider subscribing to my channel. I would love to have you around. For now, guys, thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you in my next reading. Bye. Hi there, group number 3. So you're here because you're drawn to this beautiful red jasper gemstone. So I have drawn some couple of tarot cards, but also some oracle cards to figure out who is constantly thinking about you. So we're going to start off with the tarot cards, and then we're going to hop into the oracle cards. So first up, I have here the Ace of Pentacles. Then we have the Moon, followed by the Eight of Cups, the Chariot, and then we have the Queen of Pentacles. Okay, guys, so first up, what I'm getting here is that maybe this connection that is going on is something that is just happened, or that is very new to this person, as we're having like here the Ace of Pentacles. So it might be that you guys kind of like just met each other, or that is connection is kind of like in the baby phase. I feel like there hasn't been like much done, so it could be that you guys just recently met up with each other, or just kind of like saw each other, or that this person saw you, but they don't know yet much about you. It's kind of like a new feeling, a new emotion to them. So I feel like This person is a person who maybe you've just met, or maybe who's just developed these types of feelings for you because it's a new fresh thing for this person, okay? And then when I have it followed by the moon, I'm definitely seeing here that they're holding maybe these emotions in. So it might be that you might not even know who this is all about, because this person is definitely not showing their emotions. So it might be like someone that might not even come to your mind right now. You might even just start it like this, like, okay, no one is thinking about me, and you're ending up like hearing like someone is thinking about you. But I feel like you might not even be aware that this person is thinking about you, or that they even have like feelings like this for you, because this person might be like very shy, or they might just like keep these emotions very repressed or to them, but they're not showing it yet. I feel like they are just keeping it within, and they're like, okay, it's just kind of like new. I just kind of like need to wrap my mind around these emotions and just figure out what they mean to me. So I feel also that this person is not yet in love with you, but they're definitely feeling a certain chemistry. They're very attractive to you, but they don't know yet what they want to do with these emotions. And look at this, we're having like the Eight of Cups, and we're having the Chariot card right here, which for me represent that this person might be leaving something within their life. It could be that they might be moving on from a certain situation. So for example, it could be that this person just got off a relationship, or got off of a bad situation, or something that they were emotionally attached to, and they're leaving that behind. And of course they're going through emotion as well. It could also be that, some type of change happened to them, and that they have like emotions towards that, so they're moving away. And moving away from something might be the reason why you caught their eyes. Maybe prior to that they weren't focused upon love yet, or maybe if they were like in a relationship, they were not looking for someone, and now it's kind of like, oh wow, I'm kind of like getting feelings for someone, and it's new, but I'm still, I'm walking away from something. So it still feels like they are, it still feels like they have like some type of like hard choice here to make with the Chariot card. It feels like their heart is kind of like torn like both ways. Torn, like they are leaving something, and at the same time they are getting like new emotions within their heart. They're experiencing something new, and it's gonna like touring them within. So I feel like it's very much that they are, they're kind of like exploring these emotions. They're exploring the energy of, what it's like to be maybe attracted to someone again, or to feel that chemistry again. But at the same time, they're also getting over something. And it, guys, it doesn't mean that it definitely has to do something with a past relationship. It could also be that they are adapting to something new because, they change jobs or something, and they were very attached to a certain thing, but they very much feel disappointed by the past, or let down by a certain situation. So I feel like their heart is at this moment a little bit torn about these emotions. It's kind of like strange to sometimes feel happiness and sorrow at the same time, if you guys like get what I mean. And I feel like that's like the emotion that they're having right now, or that they're going through right now. So I feel like they're very much kind of like experiencing both things. And when they think of you, I definitely feel that they see you as someone who kind of like has it all, having like this Queen of Pentacles right here. They feel like you're someone who has it like all going for them. You're very maybe successful, maybe you're very independent as well. And I feel like almost like they envy that. They envy like how good you are at your things. Um, and how well you have like everything worked out. So it's kind of like almost like a new emotions to them. And guys, in some, and this is like another message that I'm getting, it might also be that the person who is thinking of you is someone who might not only be romantically thinking of you, but could also be just envying you just for, having that much accomplishment within your life. So that's like the non romantic part of this reading. So this person could also be thinking that much of you, like, how do you have like so many things going? And this person has experienced a lot of disappointment within their life. And it's like almost like, they feel kind of like torn. They're also kind of like jealous of the things that you have. So that's like the non-romantic side of this reading as well. But going back to the romantic side, definitely shows that this person who's thinking of you might not be thinking like this is kind of like a new feeling for this person. They think a lot of you and they just don't know yet like where to put that emotion. So that's like what I'm getting. So let's move now to these oracle cards. So first up, I have here the magic stream. So with the magic stream, guys, coming up, I'm definitely feeling that this person is kind of like in a state where they're like, I don't know what to do. I don't know like where to go or which emotion to follow. So I'm just going to let it like flow. I'm just like going to let it, happen. And if something happened, it will happen. Or I'll kind of like see where this will take me. So they're like in a phase, like they're not certain which way to go or which way to take. And they're kind of like, okay, well, if I don't know, I'll just like let it be and see like where this is going to take me. Like, because I'm not sure where I want to, I'm not sure where I want to go. And then we have the gentle gardener. And I feel the gentle gardener that this person is definitely taking it slow. As I said, like with the magic stream here and also like with the other cards, I feel like this person is just taking it slow. They don't want to hurt anyone. They don't want to hurt themselves. They're taking care of themselves first. They're putting themselves first. So in a way, I feel like they're very conscious about this and they're taking it slow and easy. They don't want to rush into things. I feel also they feel like maybe I need to heal first before I step into this new relationship. I need to take care of myself. I need to nurture myself before I, take this big step again. So this is a really smart person who knows how things work. They know like I just cannot like hop in from one into the other thing, so I really need to work things out first. Okay, and then we have here the deep freeze. So look at this. They really are not going to take any step. Like I feel like they're not going to take any step like maybe soon as well, because as I said, like they really want to take it slow. They really want to take their time, even though they feel something for you. They don't want to rush it in any way because they know there are certain things that they need to heal first or that they need to pay attention first before they move into a new relationship or maybe before they even move towards you. Okay, so let's see what other oracle cards we can get for you guys about this person. So, oh wow, guys, so beautiful. Wow, what did I tell you guys? I feel like this person is very much upon healing themselves first. That's why they are into this deep freeze. That's why they're not moving, even if they might have like emotions for you, even if they, see you as someone who has it all. They just want to heal first. They just want to take their time to become like the healed person or become one first before they step into this relationship, because they know that it takes hard dedication for this, to work. And also they're thinking about maybe that you might reject them. So they're very guarded about their emotions, their feeling. They don't want to put like everything out there because maybe they've been disappointed in the past, they've been rejected in the past, or whatever has happened, and they're not ready yet to take like another hit. They're kind of like, okay, let's take it slow. I need to heal from this first, and then maybe we'll see where the emotions will take me and what able to, you know, acquire within this new dynamic or relationship or feelings, because they're very much afraid of being rejected again. They don't want to be rejected or left alone in the cold by you. So yeah, they're taking it really, really slow. So we have consciousness, and with this, I'm getting like this person is very much thinking about, or even kind of like becoming aware of the feelings that this person has for you, and kind of like getting to that definition to where they kind of like can define their feelings for you. So when they're thinking of you, they're definitely thinking about what the emotions are doing to them and what they're feeling for you and what this could mean for them. And yeah, so they're definitely thinking about that. So let's see what else we kind of like are getting. Ideation. Okay, so getting this ideation, I'm getting like, on one way, they might like getting used to the idea that they might have like new feelings. There might be like getting conscious, so getting like aware of these feelings that are having, and maybe even, you know, to the idea that this might happen or might have a future, or you know how this will kind of like work out. So those are kind of like their thoughts that they're having about you. So they're definitely thinking a lot about the situation and how kind of like this could work out for them, or how it will be if they work it out. But at the same time, they're also thinking about healing first before they hop into a new relationship. So let's see what we're getting here. We're getting the Virgo and the Pisces for this person. This person might also be a Gemini and also a Virgo again. Let's see what we're having. A Scorpio and a Sag. And we're getting Gemini again and Virgo again. So guys, I hope that these zodiac sign and this reading resonate with you. If it did, be sure to give this video a big thumbs up. And if you're new here and you like what you see, consider subscribing to my channel. I would love to have you around. And guys, if you do so, I'll see you in my next reading. Bye! Hi there, group number 4. So you're here because you're drawn to this beautiful agate gemstone. So let's hop into your reading to see who is constantly thinking about you. So as you can see, I've drawn some tarot cards, but also oracle cards. But we're going to hop into the tarot cards first to see what we can get from this person, okay? So first up, we have here this Ten of Swords. Well, we have the Lovers, guys. We have the Strength card. We have the Sun, and we have the Five of Swords. Okay guys, so right up what I can say here is that this person who is thinking about you is someone who has been through a lot. I feel like life hasn't been easy upon them, and they might have gone through a lot of hardship. And so this is a person who's just had like a lot upon their plate during their life. So it's someone who has been through like a lot of stress or a lot of hardship, or you know, they just know how life gets. So in a way, they're also very experienced, and they just have like a lot of knowledge about life. And I feel like life hasn't always been easy or fair or just even just like good to them. So it's someone who has been like through a lot. And this person also who's thinking about you, I feel like you guys might, or you might know who this person is. As seeing here the Lovers, it shows me that maybe you guys have maybe a certain chemistry with each other, or maybe that you guys are already dating or something. But that this person truly believes that you guys are kind of like the perfect fit for each other. that um, in their eyes, you're kind of like everything that they're wanted in their life. And so I feel like whenever they're thinking of you, they're thinking about the relationship that you either have or could have, and that are very much, so much in love with you, that they feel so much deep emotions for you. It feels like you almost kind of like fulfill them to like the ultimate, to the max. And at the same time, um guys, I'm actually getting two messages, so I'm going to finish up this message and then I'm going to dive to the other one. So I'm feeling if this applies to someone that you already know and that you already are in a relationship with, I feel whenever they're thinking about you, they get like so happy. You give them like so much strength. Even I feel like if this is a person who could like get depressed or from time to time like get down, it feels like you give them strength. Thinking about you, give them strength, give them like the power to continue through life, or like to wake up like each and every day and do the things. They feel like so motivated and so empowered by just thinking about you and just thinking about how you guys are together, and it brings them like so much like ultimate joy. They feel like so happy that you are in their life. And at the same time, I feel like because they have like a past about life kind of like disappointing them, or just like persevered like so much, they're also kind of like afraid that this will all like go away, or that um this will end up being like nothing, or they end up being like alone. It's kind of like almost when you are experiencing like the ultimate joy, like the ultimate relationship, and then yet again a side of you is afraid that something bad will happen and it will kind of like all go away. So I feel like they are so happy with you. There's It's kind of like they're overjoyed with you, kind of like they're so, when they think of you, they're smiling, they're seeing your future together, they're seeing, they're constantly thinking about everything that you guys have been through and that you guys are going through, and just like they feel like this relationship is their everything, and it gives them, it's like their rock in their life. It's kind of like where they get like all the energy from, they get like the strength from, they feel like so secured and so, good within this relationship. It's kind of like almost like they never had this happen to them before. They're super happy with you guys, and at the same time they're also thinking about the situation, that thinking, oh my god, I hope like this person never leaves me, I hope like this person never leaves me alone, or that we always stay like this. So there's also like a little bit of, I wouldn't call it like a dark side to their thoughts. It's almost like they're also afraid of losing you. So they don't want to lose like this ultimate luck, like, finally life giving them something that's like so good, that feels like so amazing to them, that it's at the same time that they're also afraid of letting it go. And that's also like the second message that I was getting, like they're also afraid of just like losing you or being rejected by you almost. And for you guys who are already in a relationship, it wouldn't be applying like rejection, but it would be feeling like almost like they're afraid that you will leave them, or that this relationship will end for some time. So for you guys, I definitely feel like this is a relationship that is more, that you guys already might be already in a relationship, that you guys know this dynamic already, that you guys are already together, and this person really thinks a lot about you, constantly think about, how happy you guys are and how happy you make them, how many times you make them smile and just like feel good. And they just experience the ultimate connection with you, and so they are afraid of losing that as well. And if you guys are not together, then this person is definitely thinking about, how you guys can finalize this relationship, can make it like happen or something. And yeah, they're definitely just waiting for that moment to make it official or something. Because they know that you're their everything. But for the most part, I feel like this person that you guys are already with each other, and this person really thinks of you. And also, I feel like because they don't want to lose this connection, it might also be that they're thinking about like the next step. Like, I want to marry this person, I want to have like the kids of this person. I feel like they want to take it like to the next level. What else can we do to strengthen our bond, to strengthen this relationship, to be like get like more close with each other, or to commit to each other. So definitely I'm thinking like if you guys are about together, I feel like this person is about like to ask you to marry them, or ask you, to start a family or something. So whatever applies to you guys, whichever phase you are within the relationship, but this person really wants to take it to the next level. So definitely this person will be thinking about making it official, or marrying you, or starting like a family, or even moving in together. Because they don't want to lose you. They don't want to lose you. And it's definitely something that comes from time to time to their mind. Like, I don't want to lose this person. This person is truly amazing. I'm completely happy with this person. And I definitely want to stay this way. So it's really beautiful to have like these cards coming up. So let's move now to this oracle cards. So this one ring circus shows me that this person might sometimes feel like they are, as I said, like they are afraid that tripping all over my words, guys. Okay, so I definitely feel like this person might feel like sometimes they, or that you might leave them alone, that they might end up like alone within this whole manifestation or within this whole relationship. So definitely something that they fear of, even though that they know like you bring them everything. But when you have like that ultimate joy, guys, it also oftentimes comes to your mind, oh my god, I might lose this all, I might kind of like lose everything. And so they don't want to lose that. And seeing also this education card, I feel like they're very invested into learning on how to water this relationship, or how to invest also in you guys, and how to educate himself and you guys, get to know you guys. So if this is a new relationship, they will put like all their effort into getting to know you, so they know what you like and what you want, so they don't lose you. But also, I feel like this is a person who's very invested in just like getting to know you and getting to know your wishes and your dreams, so they know how they can fulfill your dreams. So they're very much into making it work as well, and putting in like all the effort into this relationship. And then at last we have protecting treasure. Okay, wow. So this really relates with the Five of Swords here, that they're trying to protect this relationship so much. They don't want to lose it, and they're so investing into this relationship. So they're constantly thinking on, how else they can strengthen this relationship, or how else they can put like all their effort into protecting what they have. And what they have is so meaningful to them, that are willing to give up like almost everything to make it work and to protect it as well. Okay, so let's move on to other oracle cards to see what else we can get for this person, and what they're going through, and why they're thinking about you guys. Okay, it might also be, guys, that because they have been like through a lot, they don't want to lose what's good to them, and what finally, is making them happy. So they're willing to put it all, they're willing to sacrifice like so much, or invest so much, to keep it like protected. And we have here the card of mystery. So with this card, I kind of like feel that they hold this fear that they have as a mystery to you. So hearing this might be completely new to you, or it might be like completely like out of the blue. Like you might have like known that this is something that was occupying this person, even because you guys are like so happy and maybe so good together, that they just that you might just not know that they are like dealing with these emotions of fear of losing this relationship, fear of losing you. And we have this card of balance, which ultimately correlates really beautiful with this card of lovers, which also is like the yin yang card, which shows that they find their balance within you and that you balance them out. So whenever they think of you, they feel like happy, they feel like in harmony within themselves. So I feel like that's also the reason why they're keeping it a mystery. They don't want you to know maybe how insecure they are on a certain level about this relationship, okay? Because um the insecurity doesn't stems from the things that maybe you do or they do. It just stems maybe from the past or things from their childhood, maybe or from past experiences, and they don't want to burden you with that. So they keep it to themselves, but know that you really make them happy. Illumination we have here. So I definitely feel whenever they think of you, you illuminate them. You'll really, you brighten their life, you make them shine, you illuminate their path. It's kind of like you are literally the sun in their life. So it could also be that from time to time I feel like this person might turn to a little bit of darkness or darkish ideas, or it might be like a person who's depressed or maybe even feel down if it's like not that heavy, but just thinking about you just makes them really happy again. And it might also feel be that they want to keep this a secret because they know maybe if you figure this out, maybe they are afraid that you will leave them. So they're keeping it a secret, and they just know that when you are their life, everything is kind of like better. And then we also have this card of anger. So I also feel like they might be afraid that you figuring this out about them might make you angry, and they are afraid that you will get upset with them, or and that might be like the reason that you'll leave them. So I feel like they're very, very much afraid of your reaction upon this. So it's kind of like I'm kind of like feeling like there's so much going on in this person. They feel like you're their world, you're their everything, and they just don't want to get you like anger or upset or anything because they might be like afraid that you might leave them. So guys, I'm going to roll the dice here to see which kind of like zodiac signs you might get. So we're getting the Pisces and Capricorn. We're getting Pisces again and Gemini. Pisces. It's kind of like really Pisces to have like these mood swings. And we have Pisces and Cancer again. So definitely two water signs in this. So guys, take that as it resonates with you guys. So beautiful group number 4. I hope that this reading resonated with you. If it did, be sure to give this video a big thumbs up. And if you're new here and you like what you see, consider subscribing to my channel. I would love to have you around. For now, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye!